5 minutes of mine in your life. 5 60-second increments that determine 20% of my grade. This equates to 300 seconds that I hope that you're satisfied with. If not, just take another 245 seconds and this will be done with. I believe I'm told to tell you how this went. It went well, actually. My goal at the end of this semester was to find myself, the galaxy full of complex planets that indicate whether I like something or not, whether I'm a good person. I hope you're caught up. I wrote 5 spoken words that symbolize 5 major parts of who I am. They say that writing on certain subjects is the best medicine. I hope so. Or else I'll be a 30-year-old woman singing myself as a stranger until I'm dead end. As a class, we took the gritty test. I got 50th percentile. Now me, I'm not that proud of that number. I'm less than 50% of the population when it comes to motivation. And that says a lot about me, how I'm stuck in the middle without escaping to a better mission. When I was younger, I wanted to be a lot of different things. This included a chef, a doctor, a princess, an astronaut. I don't even know, because at this point, it seems as if these professions that were in me are not who I am, but someone I wanted to be. And they say this world offers lots of possibilities, and even though I worked my butt off trying to find this very thing, this motivation is something I did not have and something I cannot see. And this is the mission. Mission 415, find myself and what I care about. The mission full of gratitude, proficiency, and mastery. And although we still have about 4 minutes on the clock, I can say right now that this mission was no failure. I'm not pushing a big red button with the word stop to then give up. I was put on this stage for a reason, and I'm sorry, and if the fidgeting of my voice is not to your satisfaction. First step, passion bracket. Things I cared about. Me, my friends, music, and food. Things I hated. Mean people, Donald Trump, and racism. And that's when it clicked. Talk about my dreams and my despised things, and the soul people who just didn't bring. That's me, the alloy of joyous rainbows and cracks in the ceiling. The steps of who I become would become very clear to the day that I'd be happy. The sky would be bluer and the birds would chirp louder. The semester did not go accordingly, though. Writer's block became an everyday tragedy, cameras were not obtained, and my semester as a poet did not go accordingly. Now in research, I had to do like everyone else. I scoured the internet of tips and how-to tutorials for spoken word poetry, and they say not to be fake and write who you are, but most enduring, not every poem has to rhyme, and that's when I learned something, flow. Every sentence has a connotation, and every connotation has a memory. And every memory becomes entirely personal to us. So this means that the expectation of rhyming every single line becomes a falsity. Many people do not take in consideration of the different types of poetry. And I can't exactly name the specifics, but there's the poet who goes through their life with existential meaning to make every single word matter. And then there's a poet, the slam poet, that knows exactly what they're going to say and when they're going to say it, but still have a new day when they step on that stage. And then there's spoken word. The poetry so full of emotion and power that every single time I have written my notebook, I cannot help but feel rage at myself. What flow is the principle that every spoken word poet uses. Flow is being able to write without erase, speak without revert, and breathe without hiccup. Being a poet was a lot harder than I thought it'd be, though. I imagined myself to write about 24 spoken words, and at the end of every single week, I would write about 1. It didn't work. I also imagined myself to write about serious subjects like racism, sexual assault, and human trafficking. But the act of writing just because is a negative, and although I only wrote about 5 spoken words at the end of it, they were 100% what I'm proud of and what I care about. And if you're wondering what I am a semi-privileged person that has never gone through turmoil experiences, but that also depends on your definition of turmoil. I am my friends, my teachers, and my enemies. I am a daughter of a man who smokes his life through a chimney. I am sisters of a 23-year-old who has always been better and thousands of miles distant from me. I am a student who believes perfection is the only way and stresses about the little things. Abiado. But what makes me different is that I am my own student, my own teacher, and my own enemy. What a tragedy. I may not be the best poet, but what poetry has taught me is that it's okay to be all of these things, your love and your hate. It is okay to completely turn to the next white page, but never erase, cross out, scribble, but never show any indication that one word was never up for the race. All 5 of these spoken words I wrote unlocked a piece of my life that had never taken more than 10 seconds to observe. It needed a bigger purpose, and this right now is my purpose. And so what I say to you now is to try it yourself. Go to a shelf, take a piece of paper and pen, and write. Does it essentially have to make sense? But write one word after another until your hand is in need of help. Because each word is a bridge. What a line does is connect these bridges into a stanza that then equates to a lit up city that then screams several things. 300 seconds, 5 60-second increments, or what I know as is the best 5 minutes of my life. Thank you.